there were Johns and Mason Johns. It's all I can do to believe it's gone. That hard knocking, rockin', rollin' line my hand on. Dances over the music just goes on. Doggone my soul, how I love them old songs. Doggone my soul, how I love them old songs. I was visiting with somebody right before we started, and they asked me, they said, Ronnie, what does it feel like to be a famous movie actor? And I told them, to tell you the truth, I don't know. I mean, even though I've been to about 1,000 million movies and television shows throughout I almost never get recognized as an actor. People just think they know me. I'm forever having people come up and they go, "You're from Des Moines, Iowa, aren't you?" And I say, "No, I'm an actor. You've probably seen me in movies or television." They say, "Nope." I never saw you in no movie, but there's a guy that looks exactly like you in Des Moines. And I believe that if I hadn't had this conversation about a zillion times. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to anyway. I was in Austin, Texas, 5 years ago now. I was at the airport waiting for my luggage to come down at the carousel. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw this lady that just kept looking at me, looking at me, looking at me. And pretty soon she came over and stood right in front of me and put her hands on her hips rather irately, and she said, "Aren't you going to speak to me?" I said, "Forgive me, I'm sorry. Hi, how are you?" She said, "You've just been my gynecologist for 14 years. What do you say to somebody like that? Several things occurred to me to say. Most of them had to do with clothing. So I thought I would just leave that alone. I grew up in New Mexico. And this is a song about the birth of a little foal. Think about a mare that's just given birth to a little wobbly-legged guy. It's cold. It's snowing. Predators all around. And she's got to get into a safe place. Sanctuary. Where do you go with a brand new foal? Around those solid beneath the blowing snow. Sanctuary. Fought off the coyote school line. Got Black Hawk Creek in the back of her mind. Sanctuary. There's a south side pocket where the rip-rock's in in. Cheap grass water and the sun descending. If her colt's gonna make it, his life's depending. Sanctuary. place she's been looking for. She tests the wind until she's sure it's sanctuary. There's a south side pocket with a rim runs in dead. Sheepgrass water and the sun ascending. Lord, would you give them some time to spend in sanctuary? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Where do you go with a brand new phone? Sanctuary. Sanctuary. You know, I was just over in Ireland, and I was an Irish couple taught me a song that they said, Ronnie, this is one of our traditional Irish folk songs, and they played it for me, and I loved their version of it. They said it was a traditional Irish tune. I always thought it was a song written by Leadbelly that I had read. I mean, see if you guys recognize this song. Working on the railroad, $1 a day. I'm working on the railroad, $1 a day. I'm working on the railroad for $1 a day. Gotta get my money, gotta get my pay. Take this hammer, take it to the captain. Oh, take this hammer, take it to the captain. Take this hammer, take it to the captain. Tell him I'm gone, tell him I'm gone. If he asks you, was I running? Oh, if he asks you, was I running? Did he ask you, was I running? Tell him I was flying, tell him I was flying. Was I laughing? Oh, if he asked you, was I laughing? Did he ask you, was I laughing? Tell him I was crying, tell him I was crying. This old hammer rings like silver. This old hammer rings like silver. This old hammer rings like silver, but it shines like gold, it shines like gold. Let's all sing. Working on the railroad, $1 a day. Everybody. Working on the railroad, $1 a day.
working on the railroad, dollar a day. Gotta get my money, gotta get my, everybody. Working on the railroad, dollar a day. I'm working on the railroad, dollar a day. Working on the railroad, dollar a day. Gotta get my money, gotta get my pay. Gotta get my money, gotta get my pay. Gotta get my money, gotta get my pay. Thank you. You guys sing good.